Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. It is another gorgeous, beautiful day here. Just blue skies all around. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. A little bit of a breeze. So I'm just wearing a flannel shirt today. But it is gorgeous out here. Today I am smoking my Boots Showcam Dracord. This was my very first ever pipe. This was a pipe that my wife bought me back in 1994, I think it was. 94, 26 years ago. Actually, it's 28 years ago now. 27 years ago. This pipe, I have a storied past with this pipe here. This pipe fought me for 25 years. It just did not want to smoke good for me at all. And it was probably my fault. I probably just wasn't smoking it right. Usually it's a combination of the way you smoke it and how you smoke it and smoking it enough to break it in. If you have a pipe that's giving you trouble, just keep smoking it. Eventually it will surrender. This one took 25 years. And now it is one of my best smoking pipes that I own. But it took a long darn time. It was just not a fun pipe to smoke, and I love this pipe. I love the look of it. I've gone over this many times. I loved everything about this pipe. It was my first pipe. My wife bought it for me. Beautiful. Everything I could want in a pipe, but it just did not like me. And it took a while for it to come around. It took a quarter of a century for it to come around. One day I was smoking, and it was the best smoke I've ever had, and it's been like that ever since. It just is a wonderful smoking pipe. But sometimes you got to spend time with it. You just can't. Nothing about pipe smoking is rushing. You can't rush through anything about pipe smoking, including breaking in a pipe. Sometimes there's a 25-year break-in period on some pipes, I've come to find out. But once this one was properly broken in, oh man. And in this pipe today I'm smoking Milan Jefferson Street. And this tobacco, this one always takes me back to my grandfather. Every single time I smoke it, I think of my grandfather. And it will transport me through time back to his lap. Sitting on his lap as a little kid. We're sitting on his couch at 14, watching a baseball game, watching Willie Mays and Willie McCovey and Juan Marichal. Ed Goodson. None of y'all probably know who Ed Goodson is, but he was my favorite player. On a team that had Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Juan Marichal, Ed Goodson was my favorite player. He was their third baseman in the early 70s. But this pipe takes me right back there, man. There's this tobacco. There's something about this tobacco. It's the smell This is the closest thing I found to the smell of what what I remember my grandfather smoking. And I don't know what he smoked. I'm assuming it was probably a I don't know all the tobaccos that were out back then, but of the ones that are still around from back then, the closest I found to this, the closest one that matches this would be some sort of a, and I hate to say this because this is so much better than that, but the smell of it reminds me a little bit of Captain Black. But the taste of this is so much better. Jefferson Street is the name of the street where Milan Tobacco is located and has been located for a century, I think it's been. One of these days I'm going to talk to the owners and see if it would be okay if I went in there and just kind of did a video for you guys to see the inside of Milan Tobacco. Because I know a lot of you guys know Milan Tobacco from the tobaccos and from people talking about their tobaccos. But it is an awesome little shop. It really is an awesome shop. And in an awesome area. My wife and I love that area, and there's a great restaurant right next door to it we just love. And so I like to try and get my wife to go down there early on Saturdays so we can, say, if you want to take me down to Milan Tobacco, and then we can go have lunch afterwards. You got to think, guys. You got to think. I can't drive anymore, so because of these seizures I have, they won't let me drive. So I have to have somebody take me everywhere I want to go. Otherwise, I would be there every day. Guarantee you that. They would be so sick of me there. That's one of the reasons I started walking so much, is because eventually I want to be able to walk the 3 miles to get there. But this tobacco, so far, every tobacco I've tried so far from the shop has been excellent, just excellent. At this Jefferson Street, I went down there, it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago I guess it's been now, and I ordered 8 ounces of Reflections, and I filled up my jar, and then I got another jar that I'm going to be sending to my buddy. I got to get that out in Missouri with a couple of pipes and some other tobaccos. So I filled up that jar for him, and I'll probably give him some of this as well. I got to go down there and just fill this up. Get about 6 ounces and just jam it in that jar. I love that shop, man. I just love that shop. You can find them online, Milan, Milan, tobacconists.com. They have pipes, tobacco, cigars, everything you need they got. And incredible prices. It was so nice when I came here from California. That drove my wife out here. The very first time I went into that shop, and they had a Scudo for, I think it was like $13.99 a tin or something, or $11.99 a tin, something. It was a ridiculous, incredibly ridiculous amount, cheap and inexpensive amount compared to California. California was like $23.99 a tin. So it was like half price. And I went, oh man, I am gonna love living here. But the funny thing is, I've been buying their blends rather than the the major blends, because I'm enjoying their blends so darn much. And I'm not a aromatic guy. I mean, I'm just really not. I haven't smoked much aromatics other than Lakelands, if you'd call that an aromatic. I guess you would. It's scented. But I am feeling incredibly good today. Just incredibly good today. But beautiful day, beautiful pipe, beautiful tobacco. Just doesn't get any better than this, man. It just does not get any better than this. Got some peach tea. I am ready to go. I can't wait till I can get around people around here, and things hopefully will open back up soon, and I can start getting my draw back. And my mom and my grandpa were from, and my aunt were from West Virginia. And my grandpa had kind of a drawl when he talked. He was one of those. I think that's why I like Shelby Foote so much in the Civil War series, because he reminds me of my grandfather, the way he talks. He just very soft-spoken man, and had that kind of southern drawl to him when he talked. And then two of my best friends were from North Carolina, and I just kind of started picking up, some of their way they'd say things, and started talking like them, because I was around them all the time. But I want to get just want to get around people around here, man, and just start. Everybody we've talked to so far has been just so kind and pleasant and wonderful. And I want to do something about that. So the tamper I'm using today is the tamper from the Persinger family cemetery that I got the other day. It's a cool little tamper. It's one I made from a stick I found there. I'll be able to make probably 7 tampers from there. Got some weird looking ones coming from that one. Wind's picking up here. I'm going to say goodbye here because it's going to get so you won't be able to hear what I'm saying anyway, and I've gone way too long saying nothing. So I will talk to you guys later. God bless y'all. Have a great day. And I will talk to you later. Have a good one.